Ashley asked me if I'd write her a song, so I wrote her a song for her awesome show. Her show is cool and it's lots of fun, so get your popcorn ready, everyone. Who will she interview on her show today? The Jonas Brothers or Nick Lachey? It's the Awesome Ashley Show. The Awesome Ashley Show. The Awesome Ashley Show.
Hi, welcome to the Awesome Ashley Show. Today I have my friend Carly and her son Tucker. Hi Carly and Tucker, how are you?
Good, how are you, Ashley?
I'm great. Thank you for coming today.
Anytime.
Today we're going to be talking about going down memory lane because you know that me and you both went to school. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to talk a little bit about high school and how was that for you? Like, what was the best part of high school for you?
The best part would probably have to be just like being with your friends and playing sports and just all that stuff. I mean, school, like the education part is totally fun, but can be put a damper on things when you would rather just be hanging out with your friends instead.
Now, what kind of sports did you play?
I played field hockey and basketball up until junior year, but I was awful at it, absolutely horrible. And then my senior year, I played hockey, and we were actually the first girls team that made the first year of varsity. That was the MPA made it varsity team.
How was prom and homecoming for you?
Prom was, it was really fun, but I also had mono on it, so during it, so it was like awful. And then homecomings were really fun, especially like homecoming weeks. Those were my favorite.
Did you have any boyfriends in high school?
Yes, I did. I had one, I had like a few, but one of them who I was with the longest would be Josh, and we went from 8th grade to sophomore year, and then we began dating again the end of my senior year.
And you guys are married now, right?
Yes, we are. And you went to it.
Yes, I did. How was that for you? How was that experience to get married and, find a wedding dress and like?
The wedding dress shopping was really fun. We got ours at Andrea's Bridal in Portland, and it was super fun. They usually say like not to bring like a bunch of people. And
Did you bring a lot of people?
I did. Like the first time it was just my stepmom and my cousin because nobody else could really make it. So, and then the second time it was like a whole room of people, and like everybody was like, "Oh no, you should try this one on. No, you should try." And I'm like, "No, I like this one. This is the one I want." And then eventually everyone's like, "No, that's the dress you love," because it kept coming out of it.
Did it take you a while to pick it out, or did you just know it was?
No, I had the first time that we went. There was like I think 3 different dresses I tried on. One was like really really pretty. It was like a lace one, and it had like an open back. It was super gorgeous. And then the other one was like a ball gown, and it had a sweetheart neckline, and it was like a big ruffles and poofiness, and it was amazing. It had like a big sparkle right here. And then the next one was just like a silk, and it was very slinky, and it had like super crystals in the way back. And I had like 3 of them that I was debating on, and then I went back and I tried them all on, and I went for the one with the sweetheart neckline and a big poofy one, which is actually my wedding dress. And it was actually on the cover of a magazine, and I brought it home.
I heard that you had it picked out, and you picked it out in a magazine.
No, actually, we picked it out, and then like I saw, because I was working at Rite Aid at the time, and I love magazines. So I was going through all the magazines, and I ended up finding it on the cover. I'm like, oh my God, that's my wedding dress. But it was really fun, the planning of it and everything like that. It goes by really fast, and it goes by like that, like super quick, and you're like, oh my gosh, I did all that planning for that.
And it's just one day, but it's really awesome.
Yeah, it is. Luckily, my mom and my mother-in-law and a lot of people helped out, so I didn't have that much like to stress about because they were doing a really, really good job, so which helped a lot.
Now, how did Josh propose to you? I mean, how did that experience?
Oh my gosh. So when he proposed to me, it was, when was it? It was in December, and it was December 21st. And he tells me, he's like, I really just want to, I really want to go out to eat, to celebrate that we're like finished the semester, whatever. And I'm like, okay. So he's like, I really want to take you to Happy Dragon, my favorite place to eat. Like,
Yep.
love
That's
Chinese.
mine too.
It's amazing. So he's like, I want to take you out, whatever. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, sure, we'll go out to eat. Like, I'm not going to pass up Chinese food.
Right.
No, never. I'm like, of course. So we go, and he was just acting like everybody was calling. And I was like, oh, what do they want? He's like, nothing. I'm like, okay, fine. And then his cousin Matt came over to help out with a project or whatever that he had. And I was like, whatever. Didn't think really much of it. So we go out to eat. And his mom calls, and she's like, oh, my aunt's coming down from Canada. She wants to take Lucas or whatever. I'm like, okay, so we'll just meet you at my mom's house afterwards because he needs to get a haircut. So we go, and he's like, well, let's go take a walk on the beach. At this point, it's December 21st, so it gets dark super earlier, and I think that's like when the winter solstice or whatever, so it's like the shortest day of the year. So it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock at this point, and we're driving down Hills Beach. And it's the part with the rocks, and they have no stairs. And I'm wearing Ugg boots on, okay, mind you. And there's snow on the rocks. And he's just like, come on. I'm like, we're going to die. Oh, my gosh. He's like, no, we're not. And I see that someone is having, like, a fire there with, like, a bench. And so I'm like, people are already here. This is creepy. And he's like, just get down here. So he's, like, moseying on down below the rocks. And he's like, come down here. I'm like, I'm going to die. I'm going to slip and crack my head. I'm going to die. He's like, just get down here. And I'm like, no, I'm going to die. So eventually, I'm like, there's people already here. This is weird. I don't like it. So finally, I've come to the conclusion. So we get down, and I'm like, oh, okay. So then he's sitting there, and he's like, this is for us. I'm like, aw. And then he did old spiel, like, I love you. And then goes down on one knee. And, of course, he's sitting his back towards the fire. So he's showing me the ring. And I'm like, I can't see it. I need to see it before I even said yes, which is silly because, of course, I would say yes. But I just was like, sparkles. I need to see it. So, and then there was that.
So how long have you guys been married now?
A year and a half. I can't think. I think we've been longer than we have, but we haven't. So
yeah, because you guys dated a long time, right? Before.
Yep. We'll be together 5 years this time in April, I think. Yeah, April.
And then did Tucker come along right after the wedding, or when did that?
We got pregnant in August, and we got married in July.
That was pretty fast.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, he has an older brother, Lucas, who is 6 years old, and I have a really big age gap between me, my sister, and my brother. We're 12, 11, and 5 years apart. We're all the same parents, everything. I was just, I think, a surprise. And I didn't want to be a really big gap between them. So, yeah, so Tucker came along.
Can you tell us a little bit about your family background and stuff, like your sisters and your brother? You said you had a brother too, right?
Yep, I have 2 brothers and I have a sister. My sister is currently living in Vail, Colorado. I have an older brother, Kenny, who lives in Westbrook with my 2 nephews and my sister-in-law. My oldest nephew just turned 8, like not even a week ago. Actually, on Saturday, he turned 8. And then I also have my nephew, Maddox, who's 4 years old. And then I have my brother, Cody, who lives in Salt Lake City, Utah. And then there's me.
Did they all come to the wedding?
Yes, they did.
Who is your bridesmaid for your wedding? Because I know you were good friends with a lot of them that were in your wedding, so.
Yeah, my bridesmaids were my sister was my maid of honor, and my other maid of honor was my best friend, Shannon, who's been my best friend since 3rd grade. And then I also had my best friend, Amelia, and my best friend, Amanda, and my sister-in-law, Amanda.
And who did Josh have for
his groomsmen?
Yeah.
He had Ernie and Justin as his 2 groomsmen, best mans. I'm like, groomsmen? No. And then he had Eddie, Clayton, and Matt.
I have to say, I really love. Hi, Tucker. What you doing? Looking for all the girlfriends out there? Say,
yeah.
Come find me. I'm on TV. You can come find me. So I really liked the groomsmen dance. Is that what you guys called it? That was awesome.
Was.
Did you know anything about it?
I didn't. That was wicked cute. Amanda, my sister-in-law, actually taught them that the day of our rehearsal, the night of our rehearsal dinner. So.
Did you know about it the night of the rehearsal dinner? Or
No, they were just like, oh, we're gonna go to Justin's house, and I'm like, okay, cool, you're fun. Like, whatever, you guys can do what you need to do. Like, I'm having my bridesmaids at my dad's house, and we stayed the night, which was my dad lives like a minute away from where we're having the wedding, so.
Tucker, are you gonna be a talk show host just like me? I have a feeling you're gonna be a talk show host. You can have your own TV show. Yeah.
You hungry? Want this?
Yeah, so I really liked that dance. I thought that was really cool.
That
so
was adorable.
I still have it taped on my phone.
You do? I think yours is the one that has the volume. Like, somebody else did it and they didn't have the volume, and I was like, this is baloney.
I want to figure out how to put it on YouTube because I thought it would be really cute to put on YouTube, but I don't know how to do that.
I can help you with that.
That'd be really cool. Is there anything else that you want to talk about that you think, like, boy crushes or anything?
Do you have any boy crushes?
I have a lot of boy crushes.
I saw on Facebook that you are obsessed with, what's his name? Eric Decker. Did you fall in love with him because you saw the TV show?
Yes.
He's very good looking. I will give him that.
He's very good looking, and he just got married too. So
I know, so you can't break that up.
I go after the married men. What can I say?
Good thing you're not a homewrecker.
But it's funny. I had to look up what kind of team he was on. I had to look what number.
Isn't he in Colorado?
I think so. I think he plays for the Broncos.
Broncos? Yeah, I think that's Colorado. I'm not really sure. I could be completely wrong. And if somebody's like glancing the show and they're like, you're completely wrong. It's not that. I don't know. Like, no, that's not even, no.
But so do you have any like boy crushes that you like singers or anything like Justin Timberlake or something?
He's very good looking. I will give him that. Who is it? I can't think of anybody. Usually I have like, oh my gosh, Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love him. And he had a baby like, I think they had a baby, like a couple weeks before or after Tucker. And I was like, see, he's adorable. I love him.
I know Eric Tucker, my new crush.
Mm-hmm.
They just got married and now they're expecting their first baby.
They are?
I was like, holy moly.
No way! Yeah. I haven't even seen that. That's whatever.
So on the credits, your last name is Kardashian.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not? I thought you put that as your thing.
No! He goofed about that.
But do you like the Kardashians or something?
I do. I do like them. I don't really care as much for Kim because I think she's kind of annoying. But I still will watch her. But I like Kourtney and I love Khloe.
I like Kourtney.
Kourtney's my favorite and Khloe's like my second. And Kim's like, you're kind of like obnoxious. I don't really care for you that much.
Well, do you have any favorite TV shows that you love to watch?
Yes. I love Chicago Fire. Do you watch that?
No.
No? Okay, well, you need to. 'Cause it's amazing. And they're coming out with another thing called Chicago PD, which is like a spin-off a little bit because they had this show called Ironside, and it wasn't doing too well. It was kind of really confusing because they had this person in a wheelchair, a police officer in a wheelchair, which was really cool. But then they would keep going through like flashbacks, so you're like, wait, what is this? It's
confusing?
Yes, because it wouldn't pertain to anything that was happening. Like, you could kind of understand, like, why he was in his wheelchair because his partner shot him. But it, like, kind of didn't really make sense. You're like, why did it show that? It doesn't make sense.
Right, because I used to like the show Lost until, like, it went off, like, it just didn't make sense anymore.
Yeah, like, they just start making random stories.
Yeah. It didn't make sense anymore. But do you, like, watch Friends or anything like that?
I used to watch Friends. I don't know if you've ever seen the show New Girl.
Nope.
It's amazing. You need to watch that, too. It's hilarious. It's about this girl who has 3 or 4 guy roommates, and she's just whatever, and they're just all goofy. It's hilarious. I love it. And then we watch Law & Order SVU. I'm trying to think of, like, my DVR list as I'm talking to you. New Girl. The Mindy Project. Watch that one sometimes. Law & Order SVU.
Do you watch The Bachelor?
No, I don't.
Yeah, the new Bachelor is cute.
He is?
Juan Pablo, yeah.
Yes, I saw that. And he doesn't look... Never mind, I'm not going to say that. He doesn't look like that's what his name would be, if that makes sense.
I know, I don't know if it's his real name or just a TV name, or I don't know.
I don't know either.
But do you think you want to talk about anything else that we haven't covered?
How was high school for you?
It was very interesting.
Yeah, how was it interesting?
Well, I got to go to prom.
Yeah.
With you know Cameron Newman?
Yes, I do.
Yep, we went to prom together, but you know who I really like?
Who?
Do you really have to think about that?
I have to tell you. I have to ask.
Aaron Toussaint.
Oh, you should have him come on this show. I think you would have a ball.
Yeah, isn't he a football player just like Eric?
He used to be, and then
I don't know if he's still. I don't know.
No,
if he still is.
I think he's. No, don't play with that, sweetie. Here, play with that. He was, and then I think he's just finishing up his last year at school.
And then it's really funny because remember before your wedding we all had a dance, right?
Yes.
We all had that dance.
The prenup dance.
The prenup dance, and so me and him took a funny picture together, and like he was down on his knees or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like he proposed to me, so I posted that on Facebook, and everybody thought me and him were engaged. I'm like, no, it's just a picture. It was so funny.
Coincidentally, it was at a prenuptial dance. What are the odds?
But that was an interesting picture. But it's so funny because every time I post it, everybody thinks I'm engaged. I'm like, no, I'm not engaged yet.
Not yet. One day.
Then I went to homecoming. I just went with my friends. I didn't have like a specific like date or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else did I do? I liked high school, but like I liked hanging out with my friends, but I didn't like the homework part and the studying part.
But I think nobody really does anyways. It's just you don't want to do it, but you'll do it because you have to be there. Not thing, but if you could not do it and still go to school and not have to deal with that, like cool. But if you do, then it's not.
But was there any special like classes that you liked that you were interested in?
I really loved human body with Mrs. Ryan, which was pretty much like anatomy and physiology. And then I actually did an independent study my senior year for nutrition because I was actually wanted to go to school for nutrition. So, and I also really loved like social studies and critical issues with Mr. Curate. It was amazing. Pretty much it was just like all about the current events, and then you'd have like a quiz every other week, and then every other week when you didn't have your quiz, it was Jeopardy about current events.
That's cool, having Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I know, there was this one teacher I had. He was an English teacher. I forgot his name.
I hated English.
Remember. I just don't remember. But every single week we'd like read a book, and after we'd done reading the book for like a while, then we watched the movie. It was so cool. Like I was like, it's movie day. It's like really cool.
I don't understand. Like I do, but like sometimes like with English was confusing because you're like, you put this in front of this, and this is the adjective, and I'm like, just stop. Like I don't understand.
I just didn't like reading in front of everyone in class.
No,
that was not my favorite part.
No, I didn't mind it.
But anyway, so you think we covered everything?
Do you think we covered everything?
I think so.
All right. Is there anything else we want to talk about? No? Okay.
Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you, Tucker, for coming on the show. I think he could have his own TV show.
I think so, too. I think he just met his
girlfriend. Him and Piper could have their own TV show called Baby Talk.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Tucker? You like that idea?
He's like, yeah, I'm happy.
Well, thank you so much, Carly, for coming on.
You're so welcome, Ashley.
Hi. Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.
Ashley asked me if I'd write her a song, so I wrote her a song for her awesome show. Her show is cool and it's lots of fun, so get your popcorn ready, everyone. Who will she interview on her show today? The Jonas Brothers or Nick Lachey? It's the Awesome Ashley Show.